Hi guys, Ivan and Susan here from Vloggers on the Loose. Today we're in a suburb called Byford by special requests from a few of our subscribers. So it was a bit of a hike from our place, guys, I tell you that much. But we're over here and it's quite a big area, Byford. It's got just under 15,000 residents in the area. It's over 22 square kilometres and it's about 33 kilometres southeast of the Perth CBD. Now there's a little war memorial over here. It says Byford War Memorial in memory of those who gave their lives. World War II, World War II, the Korean War, the Malaysian War, Borneo War and Vietnam War. So that's pretty cool. Byford's got a little memorial there for those guys and girls that gave their lives. So it's a bit of a miserable day today, guys, but we'll walk around. It's going to rain later. It's quite cloudy. It rained a little bit when we arrived here. So just across the road over there, there's one of the many shopping areas here in Byford. There's three major ones over here. I can't see a name of that shopping centre, so I've been trying to find the name, but I can't. But there are three major ones here. There's the Byford Marketplace, there's the Byford Village, and there's the Lakeside Plaza. So we'll probably, hopefully, worm our way around to all three of them. But this shopping centre over here, here's a library also here, guys. Right in front of us here, it says the Serpentine Jarrahdale Library Services. So it obviously covers a huge area. So this here is the Southwestern Highway over here, right in front of us. This road will take you all the way up to Bunbury and a lot of other stops in between. So it's virtually a straight road all the way to Bunbury. So it's not a bad suburb out here, actually. It's quite a nice country feel over here. There's another view of the library there, guys. If you spin the car, that's the library over there. Quite a nice looking library. It's quite a country feel over here in Byford. The statue looks quite nice. Check that out. Check his boots out. Pretty cool. And then across the road there's a vet and a medical centre. So you've got quite a few things over here in Byford. I don't think you would want to go anywhere else if you lived over here, because it looks quite nice. Gives you that country feel, like I said. There's an Aldi over there, supermarket. Popular over here in Perth now. Been open for a few years now in Perth. So we're just walking down this. This is the Southwestern Highway here that we're just walking down, and we might cross the road and go just spin around the shopping centre there. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going to cross. Now, guys, this part here is like your fast food and restaurant type area. You can see there's an Indian restaurant there, and that looks quite nice. It's all nicely furnished in there. It's obviously closed now because it's early in the morning. It opens at 4:30 every day of the week except Monday. And then you've got Pizza Hut. This is actually called Byford Centre, this little area. It's also on the Southwestern Highway. So this is all your restaurant area over here and fast food area. As you can see, there's a Chinese restaurant there. And then there's also a few little commercial things here. Here's a small bank over here. There's a $20 million lotto tonight, guys. I'm hoping to win that. That'll be nice. There's a dome. This looks nice. There's a couple of kangaroos having a fight. Those are kangaroos. It's statues of them. There's a Dome Cafe across the road there, guys. And there's also a lot of people over here at this little bakery, patisserie, having a coffee and something to eat in Byford. There's a the railway line's coming out here also. I didn't know that. Check that out, guys. So the Byford rail extension coming soon. So they'll be on the Armadale line. That's probably why they've closed the Armadale, or they're going to close the Armadale line down shortly in November. I think it's happening, October, November, around there. So that they're going to build a new station in Byford. So all you guys are going to live in Byford. You'll have the train right at your doorstep. And this little Byford Place shopping area goes right around here. So it's got quite a few little specialty shops over here, guys. There's a pharmacy there, there's a Subway. It's got a lot of little restaurants and stuff over here. Byford Newsagent and lotteries. Might have to get a ticket there. So guys, this here's just another sort of shopping area over here. Like we said before, there's an Aldi over there. This is the back of it. So we'll just walk up this street. To your right over there, guys, there's the railway line over there. So the line is here already. They're just going to build a new station out here. And that's another shopping centre there across the road. You can see the building over there. So there's there's a Coles over there. That's a big grocery store here in Australia. So all you guys that are going to live in Byford, you won't be short of shops. So just a bit of history on the suburb, guys. Byford was first gazetted under the name of Beenup. That's Beenup in 1909, believe it or not. And then it had a name change in 1920 to Byford, and it still stands as that today. So that's just a little bit of history for you guys. So like I said, like I said to you guys before, they've closed the Armadale, or they're going to close the Armadale line down. Look across there, guys. There's another big shopping centre. We can't get across there as we walk, but we will drive around there and show you guys that, because there's a railway line there in the way. So here's a big Italian restaurant here. Lavoro Italiano Rooftop Bar and Grill. Sounds good. Check this out. This looks pretty good. This will probably liven up on a weekend, I would say. Friday, Saturday nights. Byford will come alive. All the locals will be out, enjoying themselves here in this nice, quaint little semi-country town in Perth, Western Australia. There it is there. It's probably open now for breakfast, I would say. There's a few people in there setting up and that, so it could be open now for breakfast. And you can see we're back on this southwestern highway here, and here's a hair salon over here, and then you've got Dan Murphy's over here. That'll take care of all your alcohol needs. Dan Murphy's big in Australia, selling all alcohol. Every alcohol that you can think of, they'll have. They're part of the Woolworths group. So there's another part of this little shopping village, just a few specialty shops and that over there. And across the road there's a Hungry Jack's over there and a few more specialty shops. This is the Southwestern Highway over here, so it's quite a busy road. So we'll drive around to that other shopping centre and show you guys around there. That was just the railway line there, guys, that we crossed to go to these shops. There's a KFC over here, so you're not short of food in this area also. This shopping centre we're about to turn in now, guys, this is called Byford Village. That's one of the shopping centres here. I didn't know the other one. It just said Byford Place on one of those buildings, so that's all it said. But this Byford village over here, this looks quite a decent shopping centre. It's got Coles over there. It's got Woolworths over here on this side. It's and a lot of specialty shops in there also. And then there's a lot of vacant land across there also on your left there. Looks like a new estate there because I can see a lot of new houses going up in there. This here's Byford Village Shopping Centre. Looks fairly new, guys. Looks fairly new. Looks quite nice, very modern. And straight ahead there you can see the hills, the Perth hills. So you're pretty close to the hills. Well, this place is in the hills, Byford. And all this parking area here is all under cover. Someone just reversing and not looking, so I had to toot him. Of course, trouble in Byford. Oh no. Well, guys, I didn't want my car smashed up. So people just reverse. Another one, yeah, reversing, not even looking. Unbelievable. Yeah, they go. Okay, we'll head off to the land area now and show you guys around there and the sort of suburb in the Byford suburb. So we'll see you there. There's even a swimming. Oh no, that's a secondary college there. That's Byford Secondary College. So this here is a massive college here, guys. So you've got a huge college in the area. There was also a swimming school back there. And the two shopping centres that we saw, Coles is called, where the shopping centre where Coles is in, that's called Byford Marketplace. That's called Byford Village, sorry, Byford Village. And the one where Woolworths was in, which is across the road, that's called Byford Marketplace. So, and the one on the highway, that's probably the old one. I couldn't see a name on there, but we did write down 3 shopping centres, so those are the 3. So they're all fairly close to each other, but they're a bit, when I say close to each other, they are close, but they are spread out because you can't really get to the one from the old shopping centre to the new ones. You have to drive there because there's a railway line in the way, so you have to go right around and cross the tracks. Anyway, we're here in part of Byford's residential area, and there's a lot of new houses around here. It's quite all this area here looks fairly new, and on the other side it's fairly old. So the other side where it's old, they've probably those are probably big blocks over there. It's quite sad the way they carve up these outer areas where the new houses are. They've carved them up to really small blocks over here. These blocks here wouldn't be that big at all, but in saying that, the houses look quite neat over here. Check this tree out here, guys. It's quite a nice tree. Yeah, the gardens seem quite neat. The houses are all fairly new. You'd have, you know, normal type thing in each area. There's one or two houses that are run down. Quite not very good for a brand new area to let your house run down. This is a nice house here. Yeah, but they really are crammed in all these new areas. They're just about touching each other, these houses. Look at that. Whoever, you know, it's just greedy land developers, you know. These outer areas, I believe, should have a minimum of 1,000 square meters for a block. There's a nice park there, guys. Nicely kept, nice and neat. There's a double story house there. He'll have nice views over the park. He's just about built in the park. There's another double story over here, not finished yet. Or it is, but a bit untidy, the garden. There's a house there being built. There's a couple of double stories. See these two here? They're touching each other, these two houses. This one here looks like it's come to a complete standstill. This is called Coral Gardens Estate in Byford. Looks like a nice estate. And I've just passed Coral Gardens and then another sign pops up here, welcome to the Glades. So that's LWP land development, the Glades in Byford. Oh yeah, the Glades is further up that way, so. So yeah, this is just a little little area here. There's a lot going on here, guys. There's a lake there. Check that out. A few ducks swimming around. That lake looks quite nice. Looks like more shops or something over here. You've got a lot of shops out here. If you're thinking of building in Byford, there's a lot of stuff out here. That's a Found Lab. It's a brewery. Looks like a brewery. There you go. If you're into your beer, Found spelled or turned upside down, the word found, and then lab. That'll be interesting. I wouldn't mind going in there and having a beer. It's a bit cold though. Red wine weather today, guys. And here's a childcare centre probably, or play centre it's called. Jumpin' Jack's Play Centre. So it's probably just a play centre to bring the kids down. There it is there. Olsen Gardens, the Glades at Byford now selling. So the blocks don't look too big, guys. I can see blocks there from 180 something square meters to 200 and something square meters. So very tiny blocks. So guys, this year, we're still in Byford by the way, and this year is the types of houses you'll get on these really tiny blocks. As you can see, these houses are just about touching each other there. You can see a 6-inch gap between those two houses there. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. But this is what I mean. The developers should never ever create such tiny blocks in these outer areas, because that there is a vacant block there where the yellow sand is, and there's the two houses there, so a third house will have to be squeezed into that. So look how narrow that is. That's probably about 8 meters across, maybe more, I'm not sure. I'd say about 8. So these are the types of houses you'll get on these tiny blocks, so just be aware of it, guys. I mean, you could probably build a double story and you'll get something with a bit more height, but you won't get any backyard. It'll be minimum backyard over there. So this is right next to that Jumpin' Jacks play centre, which will probably be very noisy. So just letting you guys know, there's another vacant block there. That's right, that'll butt right up against the wall of the play centre. So if these kids are noisy and you're at home, you'll hear every bit of noise happening. So we'll just take another little drive around Byford and see what else is happening in this suburb. This is our first time we've been here, so we knew. What's this over here? Golden Dragon Tea House. There you go. There's a restaurant there. That's you can walk from those small houses that I just talked about. It's a 2-second walk. Look at that. I don't know if that's a house or part of the building. This restaurant could be the owner's building, but look at that there. They've smashed the windows. Not good. Yeah, people that do that should think one day they're probably going to build a house, and if someone does it to them, they wouldn't like it. There's another. These are townhouse type things here. You can see them here. They're double stories. Those blocks are a bit wider than the other ones we just showed you, but these don't look too bad actually. So this is the Glades Estate in Byford. So guys, this here is a road that we're travelling on. It's killing my tyres, as you can see. It's a shocker. This is on the very edge of Byford. On the other side over there, that's another suburb. There's a lot of land developing happening over here, as you can see on the right hand side. That's Byford on the right and the other suburb on the left. I had to pull over because this road is quite busy for some reason, this rickety old road, so I had to pull over on the gravel shoulder, and so did the other person, because the road's that narrow and a lot of potholes and that. So it's Byford's used to be a suburb with big semi-rural blocks, and like I said, they've carved it all up now, so you can see there's still a lot of rural area here. And then you can see on the right there, that's all the new houses, so these developers have bought. I'm just being told to drive faster, yeah, because I was going slow so we can film it properly, but no, some impatient drivers come up behind me and doing all sorts of hand movements and stuff. So guys, we're still here in Byford, and there's just a view of a few houses. We're on a street called Blueberry Loop where those houses are, the Glades Estate. So yeah, just have a look at this, guys. It says here the Glades Byford, but it also tells you a few things what's going to happen in the area. So at the moment the Tonkin Highway stops at Thomas Road, but it's going to come straight through to the Byford area, which it says over here, future Tonkin Highway extension. So that'll be it there, going straight through. You've also got a Woodland Grove Primary School, so that'll be happening over here. So there's a few things happening. You've got the future Byford train station, which says over there. and the Byford Secondary College, which is already built. We passed it and we pointed that out to you guys. So there's a few things happening in the area. So that's pretty good. Now there's a few blocks over here, what we found, blocks of vacant blocks, and they are for sale. Well, there's going to be a lot for sale because there's a lot of vacant land in this area, and I'm sure all that'll be developed. We just drove around where the, shall I say, the old Byford area is, and there's a lot of vacant land out there. So I would think the owners of that land would be selling up shortly, and developers will snap it up. And if there's any developers listening, please don't cut these blocks up into 270 square metre lots. They're not good, guys, not good. So you make a few extra dollars, but geez, creating not very good suburbs in the outer areas. So here's some land over here, guys. Now the cheapest land we found was 125,000 Australian dollars for a block. Now the block's only 277 square metres, so it's a tiny block, but you are paying a tiny, well, are you paying a tiny price? Because I'll get into that shortly. 125,000 Australian dollars, you might say that's good, but there are some hidden things here, guys, and a lot of you will probably know if you're going to build out here. Hopefully you would ask the questions, and hopefully the salespeople that sell this land, well, they'd have to disclose it all. A lot of the area out here is the soil's classed as S-class. S-class, that's S for Sam, which means it's quite reactive soil because there's clay in the soil. So that's going to cost you extra once your builder does the site works, because what they'll have to do is they'll have to scoop a lot of the clay out and fill it up with clean sand, so you don't get movement when you're in your house. And also there is a BAL rating out here, guys. That's BAL. It stands for bushfire attack level. Now be very careful, because that can add it will add thousands of extra dollars onto your build. So talk to your builder about that, or talk to the people selling the block before you buy, and see what this $125,000 will actually work out to the true price to fix up the clay soil and build your house so it's fire safe. So it's fire safe. So with the BAL rating, on a normal BAL rating of 12.5, it'll probably add an extra $10,000 to $15,000. There's a couple of kids going past on their off-road bikes. This is the back of Byford here. So with the bushfire attack level, you'll have to have sealed eaves all around. You'll have to also have a mesh fly screen, not the nylon type fly screen that they have in houses. You'll have to have sarking in the roof, which is like a lining, a foil type lining. That's the best way I can describe it. Just under the tiles, so the embers don't get through the tiles and into your roof space. So there's a lot of things that that come into play over here when building in areas like this. So just be aware, guys, because it can add on a lot of extra charges onto your build. Okay, so this here is some land over here that they've just cleared. You can see they started to put the retaining walls up over there, and this will eventually be someone's house. So in saying that, guys, we might wind up this area over here of Byford, and let us know what you think of the suburb. It's not a bad place actually. It's got 3 nice shopping centres out here. There's a hell of a lot going to happen out here from all the signs that we've seen. It's 33 kilometres from the CBD, but you know, if you work in the CBD, it might be a problem, but it shouldn't be a problem because the new train station's coming out here. So that'll be good. That'll take you into the city fairly quickly. And you can see the beautiful views over there of the hills, guys. Look at that. That in itself's a nice view over there. And the trees over here, they all look very nice. So anyway, we'll wind this up over here, guys. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this this video on Byford. And we've done this for 2 of our viewers that were interested in the area. So hope you guys like and subscribe to the video, and we'll see you in the next one.